We call it bakra.
No, bakra is a cow. Sorry, I know it's your language and I'm here like...
Not similar to my language in any way.
No, it's baraf bari. Baraf.
That's completely different. In Turkish, we say kash. R sound at the end. Kash. That's not similar, right? Why you can understand?
Hello.
I guess we have similar words but not language. We have like different pronunciation of the same words.
Yeah, I think the pronunciation is the most different thing, but I also know that we have some similar words, but we cannot understand each other when we speak in sentences.
I think it's gonna be about a good 20%. From what I observed as a non-Turkish and non-Urdu speaker.
Yeah, I think we might understand some words.
I think I will understand Turkish more than Urdu. Yeah.
I think I will understand neither.
That makes sense.
When we did the group activity where we all pronounce things, I felt like you two were able to pronounce each other's languages pretty easily, so it seems like there is some overlap based on context clues.
In Urdu, we say dost.
In Turkish, we have arkadaş or dost.
Dost.
Yeah, dost is like a much more closer friend, which is like really, really good friend. Go for a die, you know, just ready to die together. That kind of friendship, it's...
Yep, pretty similar.
Dost is similar, but the other one is
arkadaş,
completely
yeah.
different. Yeah. In Egypt, we have like the standard Arabic is sadiq. In Egypt, we say sahib.
In Arabic, sadiq, and in Moroccan, sahib.
We also in Algerian we would say sahib, but then in like Fusha Arabic we would say sadiq. And in Arabic there are like levels to how close you are, so there's also like another word which is rafiq.
So are there different ways of referring to friends? Are there different degrees of intimacy?
Yes.
Yes. In standard Arabic, yes.
Yep.
Every level of friendship, it has its own word. Like rafiq, sadiq, and there is Khalil, yes.
That words like Rafiq, Siddiq, Khalil, we use that as a name in our country.
Yeah, me too. We also have them like Halil, Sadiq. We have the names.
It's a man names in our country.
Sadiq, we say.
Yeah. But I think these are, for us in Egypt, these are like old names. We don't do that anymore. Yeah.
And also Turkish, I mean, it's not really new names, but still from 2000s, early 2000s, they still use the names as Sadiq, Khalil, that kind of names, yeah.
In English, no one is named friend, but we do use the name buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
We have two different words for this. In Turkish, we say zaman or vakit.
It's waqt, which is pretty similar to wakit.
So what do you guys think? Is it similar?
Yeah.
To me, they don't sound similar at all. They don't sound similar.
Waqt.
Sa'a, or I understand zaman. This is kind of like Fusha as well.
Just
Zaman
Arabic,
is,
yes, zaman.
Not similar to my language in any way. When you guys spoke in the last word, they sounded very similar, but for this word, I would say they did not sound similar to me.
So I think it's because of the nuances and at the same time the throat sound when it comes to, because we don't have like the back throat sounds, most of it comes like sound. So I think that's why whatever, you know, Arabic or Urdu languages you use like the GH sound, it's more like a throat sound, but we just say g or k. So it's G or K for us because our alphabet is Latin alphabet. We don't have any letters to, you know, pronounce it in that way.
Urdu is the language of like migrants, and it means, Urdu word means lashkar. There are like a lot of people who from, some of them from Turkish, some of them from Turkey, some of them from like Persian. So they used to live in a group of people. So the group of people make their own language, which is Urdu. So that's why we have like different words from Turkish as well, and Arabic as well, and Persian as well.
I think most of the language similarities comes from the Ottoman Empire time, maybe not before than that, because Ottoman Empire time it was like, you know, taking with lots of countries, we had like a really big country, but then it just, you know, separated, and then they became, you know, new languages, similar languages, which is like Turkish to Azerbaijani language. They're like really, really similar. I can understand what they're saying, they can understand me. So it's similar to that, I think, because of the continents are now different. That's why the language evolved more different ways, I believe.
In Urdu, we say kursi.
Sandalye.
What is this?
It sounds like sommelier.
It's sandalye. Kind of like a new kind of word that we use. I don't know what we used back then, but you know, I only learned it as sandalye. Is it similar sandalye to that one?
Yeah, no, I focused on kursi.
Could we also say kursi?
Kursi.
This one is similar, I believe.
Three, we say tarikh.
Tari. Just T.
The ending part sounds like English. History.
I mean, like, you know, they're just sound they're making, but we just like tari.
Okay, what's the next word?
Snow, it's baraf bari. Baraf.
That's completely different. In Turkish, we say kash. R sound at the end. Kash.
Totally different. What about you guys?
Thelj.
Thalj.
Is it similar? No. It's not similar, right?
You guys don't have snow in your country.
We have in our small region, like we have snow.
We have some cities.
We don't have snow. Sometimes we have something called barad.
Barad, the small, tiny.
Yeah,
exactly.
In Algeria, we do have snow in certain areas. Like there are also mountains.
Oh, yes. Actually, in Sinai Mountain, yeah, we have snow there, but not in like the
Cities, the normal
cities.
yeah.
But in the city where I'm from, it did not snow since like 2024.
In Turkey, I think, you know, the lower part, the south part, it's not getting too much snow. It's pretty rare, but upper parts, they get lots of snow, especially, you know, closer to Iran, it's completely snowy. This one is hayat.
We also say hayat as well. We have like two words, zindagi and hayat.
Yeah, we also have two, like hayat and yasham.
Is there a difference between them, like the literary life or like physical life or scientifically life?
Is like, you know, literally from birth to death. What we say in general, hayat is that one.
In our daily lives, we use zindagi a lot as compared to hayat. We use it as girl's name.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, also we have girl's name.
Nazar, aankhein, like eyes is aankh.
In Turkish, we say göz.
Different.
Sadly.
And what about in Arabic?
Ain.
Ain.
That sounds like I to me. Similar.
Different.
Oh.
Zahir.
Zehir.
Zihir.
Not seher. Zehir. Zehir. Seher is morning.
Yeah, Sahar is morning.
You want to take your poison early in the morning.
Sim.
Some.
We call it bakra.
No, bakra is a cow. Sorry, I know it's your language and I'm here like...
Like, get your facts.
It's gai. For cow, we use gai. For goat, we use bakra.
In Turkish, we say koç.
Koch? Totally different. Sabzi.
This one is similar. Sebze.
Khudra.
Khudar.
Khudra.
We actually have another name for khudra.
Just the pronunciation is different. Like we say sabzi, he says sabza.
It's a little bit changed, but still not too much, I think. In general, if she, you know, speaks slowly and if I hear her, I can just understand what she's talking about.
Here, like we call bal.
In Turkish, we say saç.
Different.
I think it's always the same. It doesn't change. We don't have any other.
We have this word like all Moroccan. Self. Yeah. No, it means all the hair.
Like, it's just different between every body parts. So if it's like your arm hair, it's cool. But if it is like a hair, it's saç. It's just that different. Not too much differences.
We say sha'ar.
So saç has the dot under the C, so that one is hair. But saj has no dot, it's just C itself, and that's the kind of like a pot for cooking food, especially for meat. That's what is called saj.
We say dukan.
Dukan, okay.
We have it too, dükkan. In Turkish, we also say dükkan, but it's kind of like right now we don't use it too much, I think, as I believe so, because you know, at least 3 years ago, we were not using dükkan too much.
We also don't use dukan a lot. We use like shops and stores.
Yeah. But we also have dükkan. I can understand dükkan.
We have mahal. We have supermarket. We have dukkan. We say it for the small. thing.
small, the
Really
smallest
small
part.
store. We call it dukan, but that's like really back in the days, not now. So it's just mahal or supermarket.
Why are you calling mahal? Like for us, mahal is like kind of castle.
No, it's a supermarket. Mahal is literally like a shop.
But in like Algerian and I guess also in Moroccan, we say hanout.
Or mahal for the small.
Mahal is pionijam in our.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Bazaar. We say bazaar.
In Turkish, we say market, which is we directly read it. But also bazar is like for our pazar. It has two meanings, which is Sunday, and at the same time for, you go to a bazaar to shop some vegetables, especially for vegetables and fruits. It's on the neighborhood,
Like
they
open
just do
air
it. Yeah,
market.
like similar to that one. We also call it pazar.
We say mashhoor.
Oh, okay. We have two words for this. We have ünlü or meşhur.
Mashhoor. Mashhoor. Just the pronunciation is different.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, I think, but still maybe similar.
If we start learning,
I think we can understand each other's languages pretty well at this point.
I feel like I'm like slightly on an island.
siyasat.
Politics.
We say siyasat.
We also have two words for this one, siyaset or politika.
Political is not English word.
Why you can understand?
I wonder where that one's from. I also understood supermarket for the record.
We also say siesta.
Siesta.
Is there a difference in, like, is it just a more modern way to say politico, or is it like?
So mostly it's like politika is mostly like whatever the people does, but siyaset is just generally, it just includes
Politics
everything.
as
Yeah,
an
the,
overarching.
Freedom is azadi and free is azad.
Okay, so again, so in Turkish right now we say özgür, özgürlük, but in back then, kind of like Ottoman Empire times, we also used azat, which is especially azat etmek. So it was like, especially a woman who is under, not only woman, but whoever works under the king, sultan, they become, they do azat so that they will go out of the kingdom anyway, and then they will just live freely. But we don't use it now much.
So between like old Turkish.
Really old Turkish, yeah, azat.
Kunafa, I only know that.
Künefe tatlısını seviyor musunuz?
Yes, seviyorum.
I've heard seviyor somewhere.
Tatlı.
It's sweet. Yeah.
So it's asked that the künefe is like a, I don't know where it's originated from.
Yeah. We say kunafa, yeah.
The thing inside the Dubai chocolate.
Yeah, I've heard this word on TikTok.
Yeah, the thing inside of the Dubai chocolate, you just add some sherbet on top of it, and it has like a cheese in the middle, so whenever you eat it, slice it, it comes like a cheese and you eat it well. So it's called künefe. Tatlı means the sweet, the dessert. So do you like the künefe dessert?
It's okay, I didn't get it either.
क्या आपने कभी तर्क ड्रामा देखा है? तुर्किश ड्रामा देखा है? क्या आपने कभी तर्क ड्रामा देखा है?
Do you like Turkish drama?
What Turkish drama do you like?
Like it's like about, did you watch Turkish drama?
What does kapi mean?
कभी it's ever.
Ever. Like what's the best Turkish drama ever?
Yeah, यानी
Have you ever watched a Turkish drama?
Do you have the experience of?
No.
I think 60%.
Probably 50-50 of the words that we sampled today. So it seems like nouns overlap a lot, more so than maybe verbs do, because maybe the noun was made, you named the word a long time ago and then you kept those things, or you changed them later.
I wouldn't say 50-50, but less than 50%. But I never thought Urdu and Turkish would have similar words at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0%
I thought
expected.
Urdu and Arabic, yes, but Turkish and it, like the Arabic we use, our dialect, yes. But together, no. Never thought about it.
I also think that Urdu and Arabic share a lot of like common words, but between each other, I think they share a lot of like nouns. But when you try to form a sentence, it's really hard to understand what is it saying. So maybe around 40%.
Honestly, I knew nothing about this language families. I would never expect that these two would be similar to each other or that all of these would be so similar to each other. And frankly, I did not know that much about the different dialects of Arabic to begin with. So even the writing language being different, but the words being the same made me think of Croatian and Serbian, for example, and that divide. So it makes me more interested to learn about the history of these areas and why they overlap so much and then branched out the way that they did. So I think maybe I should watch the Ottoman Empire. Colonialism. That's usually the answer to everything in history, right?
But I think it's especially the differences are our democratic time started, which is, Ataturk times, because he changed the language much, he changed the alphabet completely. So then we start to use the modern language of Turkish actually. Before that, we were also using like Arabic and Ottoman language. Kind of hard to understand, but that's why we have too much similarities from back then.
Actually, for us in Egypt, we like back in the days, we did not speak Arabic. Arabic is like, it came with the Islamic.
Yeah. I thought that we have similarities between Persian and Urdu, but it's so surprising to see like we have similar words.
Maybe more similar words than Persian.
After like having this conversation, I really wanted to learn all the languages again and like, yeah.
I never heard of Urdu before. So right now I'm like, we have actually too much similarities. Maybe we can even understand each other if we use the similar words.
Today we compare Urdu and Turkish.
Please like this video and subscribe, and also don't forget to comment down below.
See you next time.
Bye. Bye.